from Kenyans. But let's now head over to Kisumu and listen into a press briefing currently being given out there by a number of leaders. Let's listen to that.
Government that Kenya is not a police state and Nyanza is not an enemy territory. The forceful occupation by a province does not just mark of subjugation, but is being perpetuated to oppress the people of Nyanza. We say no to strong-arm tactics. The sight of people literally being removed from their houses in Nyamasaria, Obunga, Nyalenda, Mamboleo, and being shot or beaten amounts to genocide and abuse of the rule of law. Statistics at the New Nyanza General Hospital, which we have obtained today, reveal that a total number of 36 people were admitted there, 32 male, 4 female, and 8 of them had gunshots. And 4 of them, I think, are dead. This only covers the Jomo Kenyatta National Hospital. We have not talked about Siaya, Migori, and Homa Bay, where we have similar reports of casualties. With regard to the repeat of the elections on the 28th of October 2017, we call on the IBC to postpone any repeat elections in the 4 counties. This is because it will be the same story of violent protest and police brutality. Article 38(3) is very clear that every adult citizen has a right, without unreasonable restrictions, to be a registered voter, to vote by secret ballot in any election or referendum, and to be a candidate for public office or an office within a political party of which the citizen is a member, and if elected to hold office. The exercise of political rights under the Constitution are supposed to be voluntary and not forced. They should leave the residents of Kisumu and other towns in peace. The entire southern Nyanza region are Seventh-day Adventists, and their right and freedom of worship is going to be contravened. The chairman will just go ahead and announce the winner of the repeat elections, and if he's unable to achieve voting in the 290 constituencies, then he should go to the Supreme Court and get an advisory opinion under Article 163(6) of the Constitution. And this is why the law has provided for these particular avenues and options, so that the election must not be a matter of life and death. And I will urge my learned friend Wafula Chebukati that really you don't need to achieve 290 when it is a matter of life and death. I think there are other options that he can apply. He doesn't need to carry out these elections if the results are going to be the same, and if it is going to make no difference at all. If the people have said we are not going to vote, I think they should be left alone. Finally, the resolution of Kenya's problem cannot be achieved through bullets, force, and brutality. President Uhuru Kenyatta must have a national dialogue with the Honorable Right Raila Amolo Odinga to deal with the issues that is concerning the country, so that we don't have people dying and people being killed. President Uhuru must be advised that ruling through force and brutality is just a Pyrrhic victory, and eventually the citizenry will resist such unlawful use of force.
Thank you. For those who have just joined us, that was a statement from members of the Law Society of Kenya who ordinarily practice in Kisumu. And the gentleman who has just read the statement is Mr. James Agri Mwamu. Mr. James Agri Mwamu is the former president of the East African Law Society. My name is Bruce Odeng. I'm the vice chairman of the LSK Kisumu branch. With me, I also have Ms. Otieno, who is the secretary of the local branch. So we could take some questions. If anybody has a question, we'll be happy to answer.
There is a Law Society of Kenya Kisumu branch there with a statement asking EBC chairperson Wafula Chebukati not to insist on having an election in the Nyanza region, specifically Kisumu, saying they will be witnessing what was witnessed yesterday and today, and of course, consequently, the unlawful use of force and protest across the region, saying so far they have reports that 4 people have been shot dead by police, saying also that residents should be allowed to decide whether they want to vote or not. It should be a voluntary exercise for the residents there to exercise their constitutional